it from your mouth that you're real good at working with your mouth and you're
Good evening. All right, let's try that again. This is not, I was telling these young folks here, this is not your typical graduation where you're quiet and you slowly do this. This is one of those, like, you're at like your favorite concert and you're cheering on your favorite music artist. All right. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and ask that everyone please stand back up for the presentation of colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So please remain standing. We're going to do our national anthem.
National anthem. The pledge.
Or the pledge. My bad. Pledge of allegiance. My bad.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, please be seated. for the invocation. Heavenly Father, surround those who are graduating with your grace. Bless them with hope so that they move into the future with eager and open hearts. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education for the good of all mankind. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As they commence with their lives, may they grow even more grateful and wise. Amen.
All right. Well, I made my one mistake. I told you I was going to make one, right? We're done with it now. All right. So my name is Tim Van Horn. I'm the Master of Ceremonies. As I told you, this isn't one of those, everyone's quiet type of graduation. So you remember when we were doing the rehearsal, I said we had 4 rules. So let's skip rule 1, right? Remember? All right. So what's rule number 2? What is it? I can't hear you. All right. What is rule number 2? Oh, no cell phones is 1. Have fun, absolutely. What's rule number 3? Oh, okay. And what's 4? 4 is the rows, correct? 2 is have fun. 3 is your day, right? Okay. So really quick before I get into my speech, which should be interesting. If I could ask all of my graduates to stand up and turn around. All right, turn around, find your crew. All right, graduate. I need you to stay facing your crew. But I want you to think of like that favorite concert that you went to, and you're trying to get your musician to come out for that, encore. So on a count of 3, I need you to cheer like you're getting your encore, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right. Grads, turn around and have a seat. Now, audience, it's your turn. All right? So, audience, please stand up. Stand up. We got to get you ready. So, you want to think to your favorite concert, favorite sporting event, whatever you're doing, and you want to cheer as loud as you can. So, on the count of 3, we're going to be as loud as possible. 1, 2, 3. All right, go ahead and have a seat. All right, go ahead and have a seat. Hey, grads, I think they were better than you guys. Sorry. I mean, maybe you guys aren't ready to graduate. Maybe that's it. I mean, I guess we'll call them up and they can take the diploma. All right, so one thing I thought, and I was talking with Garrett, who's our valedictorian. I was talking with him in the room, and I know we have some graduates in the audience. I've never given a speech. Normally I exit side left, but we had our sonography crew. They went viral. That's it. So, and I know you guys have all seen it because it's the video where they're in school and they're scanning and they're like, oh my gosh, this person's pregnant. We've all seen it. If you haven't seen it, that was because, and you didn't know what it was, it's because they weren't wearing their uniforms. Right? I mean, Miss Steph is guilty too. So if you didn't know it was us, it's their fault. Just kidding. But in honor of them going viral, I figured I would do a first. And so I'm going to do a speech, which I never do. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and above all, our distinguished graduates. Today marks a significant milestone in your life, a day of celebration and reflection, a day of hard work and perseverance. Dedication are recognized and rewarded. As the president of Southeastern College, North Charleston campus, it's been my honor and privilege to address you on this momentous occasion. Graduates, you stand at the threshold of a new chapter. Garrett, we talked about that, right? Not an ending, it's a new chapter. The book's not written yet. You're still writing it. One holds endless possibilities and opportunities. Your journey to this point has not been without challenges, yet you've overcome them with grace and determination. Today, we celebrate not only your academic achievements, but your relentless tenacity and growth that you've demonstrated along the way. In pursuit of the knowledge, you have not merely acquired the information, but you've cultivated critical thinking, problem solving, and a passion for lifelong learning. These attributes will serve you as your compass as you navigate the complexities of the ever-changing world. It's always evolving. Don't stop growing. Remember, education is not a destination, but a continuous journey that one equips and adapts and thrive in any environment. As an avid sports enthusiast, I often find the parallels between the worlds of sports and our journey in life. Michael Jordan once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. And 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that's why I succeed." Like Jordan, each of you have faced setbacks and failures, but it is in those moments that your true character is forged. Each missed shot, each stumble, has taught you resilience and importance of perseverance. In my own life, I've faced challenges that test my resolve and push me to my limits. There were times when the path forward was unclear. Success felt out of reach. But I learned, as Serena Williams aptly put, a champion is not defined by their wins, but how they recover when they fall. It is the ability to rise after a fall that keeps moving forward despite the obstacles that define true success. So as you embark on your professional path, I urge you to carry with you the values that have been instilled with you during your time at Southeastern College: integrity, compassion, and commitment to excellence. Those values will not only guide you in your careers, but also enable you to contribute positively to society. Be agents of change and innovation. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon in which you can use to change the world. You have been armed with this powerful weapon, and it is now your turn to wield it wisely. Your knowledge and skills to build bridges, to break down barriers, to uplift those around you. The impact that you make on the world and the Charleston community is limited only by your imagination and your willingness to act. As you step into this new phase, embrace the uncertainties and challenges that will come your way. They will be the crucibles in which your character will be tested and forged. Remember that success is not measured by the absence of failure, but by the courage to persevere in the face of adversity. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to emerge stronger. As Vince Lombardi, one of the greatest coaches of American football history, it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. As you navigate your careers and personal lives, remember that setbacks are inevitable. We talked about that in orientation, right? Every time you take 5 steps forward, you gotta take 6, you get back, 6 steps back. No one achieves greatness in isolation. Surround yourself with mentors, peers, and allies who inspire you to challenge you. Together, you can achieve more than you ever could alone. Be generous with your knowledge, your time, your kindness. Remember when you were the student and you were at clinicals and you asked those questions. Be that change. As you climb the ladder of success, extend a hand to those who are just beginning their ascent. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You've worked tirelessly to reach this moment, and you deserve to be proud of your accomplishments. But remember this, it's just the beginning. The world awaits your talents, your insights, and your contributions. Go forth with confidence, curiosity, and compassion. Be leaders, innovators, and the change makers that our society so desperately need. Your future is bright, and the possibilities are endless. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Mark Smith. Mark Smith is a distinguished figure in business, a public service, and brings a wealth of leadership to the podium. As the president and CEO of McAllister Smith Funeral Homes Incorporated, Avenger Funeral Homes, Palmetto Cremation Society, and the Columbia Pet Cremation Center, Mark oversees the operations across 8 locations spanning Charleston, Berkeley, Orangeburg, and Lexington County. His commitment to excellence is reflected in managing a team of 30 full-time and 25 part-time employees. In addition to his entrepreneurial success, that's a mouthful, Mark serves as a member of the South Carolina House of Representatives, representing District 99 in Berkeley County. Within the legislature, he chairs the Medical Subcommittee for Medical, Military, and Municipal Affairs Committee, advocating for healthcare and regulatory reforms. Mark's legislative oversight extends to his roles on healthcare and regulatory subcommittees of the Legislative Oversight Committee, the Joint Legislative Committee on Aging, and the Huntley Commission. Mark's municipal leadership includes the tenure as the town councilman for the town of Mount Pleasant, where he chaired pivotal committees such as the water and supply and the bids and purchasing. His service on multiple committees, including finance, police, legal, and judicial planning, underscore his dedication to community development. Beyond his professional and legislative roles, Mark is deeply engaged in community service. He chairs at Roper St. Francis Mount Pleasant Hospital Board of Advisors and has served as the chairman of the South Carolina Department of Aging Advisory Committee on Aging. His commitment to education is evident through his roles as the Board of Advisors or Board of Visitors at Charleston Southern University. Mark's extensive community involvement include leadership positions in organizations such as the Rotary Club of Charleston, where he served as the president, and the Low Country Food Bank, where he served as board chairman. His global outreach includes volunteer work with the water missions of the International in Ecuador and Peru, instilling water systems to benefit communities in need. Professionally, Mark is certified funeral service practitioner and has held leadership positions in National and International Funeral Services Association. His commitment to ethical practices is evident through his certification as a licensed South Carolina pre-need life insurance agent, licensed SC funeral director and an embalmer, and a certified SC crematory operator. As a native of Bamberg, South Carolina, and a longtime resident of Mount Pleasant, Mark now resides in Daniel Island with his wife of 30 years, Elaine Forrestier Smith. Together, they have 3 sons, Parker, Avery, and Dominic, all graduates of the esteemed South Carolina universities. Mark and his families are active members of St. Clair Assisi Church. I know I just killed that, Mark. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Mark's dedication to business innovation, legislative advocacy, and community service makes him a fitting and inspirational choice for this year's speaker. His multifaceted experience and commitment to excellence is surely to inspire and motivate graduates. It is my pleasure to introduce Mark Smith.
Wow, that was a mouthful, y'all. I told him to take 2 or 3 sentences from that. Good evening, hello, welcome, and thank you for having me here this evening. I am delighted, honored, and humbled to stand before you this evening. What an incredible milestone, life mile marker for each of our graduates here this evening. Graduation night. Graduates, if I may, take a moment of personal privilege and think about, from your perspective, what you would say in this very moment. Thank you for saying we did it, because you're spot on with where my thoughts are. I'm going to go off script for a moment, and to that vein, you did it with the help of others. And those others are behind me. Graduates, please stand and offer a heartfelt thank you to these folks right here. Thank you. Please be seated. Graduates, none of this would be possible without your president, staff, and faculty. And for that, parents, family members, graduates, let's give a heartfelt thank you and appreciation to all of them. I prepared a 60-minute speech earlier, and I decided I'm going to throw that away and get real with y'all tonight, if that's okay. So I'm going to go off script, which I usually do, and my staff and family cringe always. It's been said, it doesn't matter where you start, only that you begin. I always preferred that quote said a little differently from a little small-town country boy from Bamberg, South Carolina. It doesn't matter where you start, it matters where you finish. And if I preach a little, I'm sorry, but it's meant to be. I stand before you here tonight, folks, as a living, breathing example. The American dream is not dead in this country. It doesn't matter where you start. You see, I was born and raised in a little small town, as I said earlier, in Bamberg, a rural southern town. For any of you who don't know, there was about 3,500 of us in that little town, the youngest of 3 boys in a single mother household, lived in government subsidized apartments on Creekside Drive that some referred to as the wrong side of town. I know what government free cheese block tastes like, and it makes a hell of a grilled cheese sandwich. As a young boy, I remember going to the Piggly Wiggly in Bamberg and loading up that grocery cart. And then when it was time to check out, my brothers and I checked out and went outside while Mom paid for groceries, because you see, back then, there was this thing called food stamps. There was no credit card. We didn't want our friends to see Mom paying for groceries. We were embarrassed. I learned at an early age from my mother who retired from a sewing room and my grandparents who retired from the cotton mill in Bamberg what I didn't want to do when I grow up. But I also learned from them a very strong, unwavering work ethic. Love, appreciation, and to appreciate where all blessings come from, our Lord God Almighty. The fact and reality is each and every one of us in this room has a story. And it doesn't matter where you started. What matters is what you do with what you've been given, equipped with, and where you finish. We all have that same equal opportunity. It's been referred to over the years, the little dash between our birth date and our date of death that you see on markers at cemeteries. I promise this is the only area I'll go to in my funeral background and experience talking about monuments at cemeteries, but it's so profound you can't not mention it. You see, that little dash between your date of birth and your date of death is what we call life. And what you choose to do with your dash is your stories. You are in charge of writing that script, graduates, and I wish you all the best and much success, and fill it up with as much life as you can. And when your time comes, as all of ours will, you slide in bruised, beat up, battered, and worn out because you've had a hell of a ride in life. That's what I wish for all of you. Congratulations, you've taken the first step on being here tonight. You're well on your way, but this marks the end of that portion of your journey, and that also marks the beginning of the next season and journey. Each of you can continue to achieve anything you want in life that you set your heart and your priorities to achieve. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, aid you in your journey, and kick those who don't to the curb and waste your time as quick as you can. Make sure you move forward from this place to cross off graduate from your to-do list, that you quickly create your next set of goals and priorities, because this, my friends, is just the beginning for great things to happen for each of you. A poor white boy from the wrong side of the tracks in a small southern rural town, standing before you as a small business owner of 8 funeral homes in 4 counties and a state representative. Who'da thunk it? The good news, and it's appropriate that we have a little more church since we're in a church, in the good book in Jeremiah 29, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Congratulations to each and every one of you. This is incredible for y'all tonight. This is your night. Each of you are now equipped, credentialed, and licensed, and ready to do incredible things in and through your lives. Odds are we got the next representative, senator, lieutenant governor, and governor sitting right here before us here tonight, and I can't wait to vote for you. When we leave here tonight and the graduation parties have ended and tomorrow comes, and it will, tomorrow's going to bring about some challenges. There's going to be rain, there's going to be clouds, there's going to be storms. You are going to stumble and fall. You are going to fail. I promise I did not coordinate my remarks with your president, but I believe it's divinely inspired, because my message I want to impart to you is a continuation, part 2 of what we heard earlier, if I may. Please always remember these words written by John Maxwell in the title of his incredible, life-challenging book that I recommend every single person in this room to read, no matter your age, no matter where you are in life. Failure is an event. It is not a person. There are valuable lessons throughout his book, but the one I want to highlight and tell you tonight is this. You graduates are enough. You have what it takes already inside of you to succeed. Winning and succeeding in life is inside each and every one of you. And please just always remember to what? Fail forward. When those life storms come and troubles in our lives, always remember, failure is an event. It is not a person. And always take some time, as Timothy said earlier, to reflect, learn the lessons during those storms and in each and every failure. But at the end of the day, dust yourself off, forgive yourselves, and what? Forgive others. How many times are we going to forgive others? As many times as it takes. That's what the good book teaches us. Always take the time to learn the lessons and remember that it is just an event. It is not you. You are not a failure. You have failed, but you are going to move forward. And it sounds so simple and easy, and life can get messy and complicated, but it doesn't have to if we stay focused on the things that we have control over. And those things are ourselves and how we respond to the things that happen in us, in our lives, and to us. Do not ever default to victim thinking, because you, ladies and gentlemen, are winners. You are going to continue to succeed. You are going to do great things. And I call out right now that greatness inside of each and every one of you. Go forth, prosper, do great things, and raise others up as often as you can. Because if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, bring people with you, and you will travel many, many roads together. So I bring my comments to an end, standing before you, again, calling out that greatness. Go forth and prosper. And in the words of the great singer and philosopher Kelly Clarkson, in her song lyrics, always remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Congratulations again. Now go forth and do great things in your life. May God continue to bless each and every one of you, those supportive members around you who are here tonight sharing in this moment. Always, always love on them, thank them often, and let's win together. God bless you all. My name is Mark Smith, and I approve this message.
All right, so at this time, I'd like to say thank you to Representative Smith for joining us tonight and addressing the graduates and their guests. On behalf of Southeastern College's community, I would like to present you with a token of our appreciation and support.
My hair okay? My hair was okay? Thank you all very much. It's an honor.
All right. Nick, you ready? All right. So Southeastern College Employer Choice Award. Every year we're challenged to kind of find out who our employer choice is. So Southeastern College is very honored to have relationships with employers and individuals who believe in our graduate and what they have to offer the workforce. The Employer Choice Award goes to the employer that supported Southeastern College not only by hiring many of our graduates, but also for participating as an integral members of Southeastern College's advisory board and clinical rotations. So at this time, I'd like to recognize this year's Employer Choice recipient. Please join me in congratulating Roper St. Francis. And here to accept the award is Nick Calais, the imaging director at Roper Berkeley. Thanks, Nick. Thank you. Chelsea, you ready? All right. See if I can embarrass her a little bit. Just kidding. All right. So our Community Partnership Award. So this one is always a bit of a challenge because we look for those that have organizational philosophies that align with our college. So at this point, Southeastern College is very honored to have the support of major community organizations to help ensure the success of our student, graduate, and the community. The Community Partnership Award goes to organizations that contribute to improvement of our communities by partnering with and supporting Southeastern College in the development of new programs. At this time, I'd like to recognize this year's community partner recipient. Please join me in congratulating the Charleston Metro Chamber of Commerce. Accepting this award is Chelsea, the Director of Grant Writing and Administration. So there's a really tremendous thing that they're doing. I'm going to go off script, and Ms. Peterson's going to yell at me, so please bear with me. But there's a really big thing that the Charleston Metro Chamber is doing. So if you haven't heard about it, look it up. Low Country Career Collaboratives, it's something that they're doing to support our communities. So if you haven't heard about it, or if you haven't seen the advertising, look it up. It's really a tremendous program that they're working on. So at this time, I'd like to welcome Dean Paul to announce this year's valedictorian and salutatorian.
Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome to stage Garrett Beinbrink, Southeastern's valedictorian for the class of 2024.
Oh my gosh, these lights they're like our future. They're so bright. And y'all did not tell me I'd have to be following those speeches up, so thank you for that. Good evening, y'all. With the Olympics having just finished earlier this week, I think it's appropriate to say that we all feel like Olympians winning a gold medal today, right? In fact, it just so happens that my cords are red, white, and blue. USA! 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 What an accomplishment, isn't it? Watching years of training, blood, sweat, and tears, all culminating into life-defining moments against the best competition that the world has to offer. As the crow flies, Paris is 4,236 miles away from Charleston. Factor in flights, Microsoft crashes, and frequent and widespread French labor strikes. That's a long way to travel in both time and distance. Southeastern College is right here around the corner, of course. We have accomplished something incredible right in our own backyard. And when you think about it, we have done something similar in the same spirit as those athletes. Hours of studying, constant Kahoots and Quizlets, mnemonic raps, videos, viral TikToks, and any other means at our disposal all gave us a better mastery of our fields of study. Today is the day that we celebrate those achievements. This ceremony is a testament to our Herculean efforts. Again, I ask you to consider yourselves, my fellow classmates, gold medalists. I'll speak a little bit about myself now, if that's all right. They say that when a man gets older, he faces two paths for finding a passion: smoking different exotic meats or becoming obsessed with World War II. Despite me being 31, I guess this means I am already old. I also unironically do frequently think about the Roman Empire. Did you know that train track spacing is actually loosely based off of the wheel spacing from Roman chariots? Yeah. Anywho, as my cohort was nearing the end of our schooling, I started listening to recorded interviews with World War II veterans. Of the many parables that stood out, one resonated beyond all of them. But before I make that point, I'll quote my favorite story. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. Bilbo Baggins, Lord of the Rings. Lots of scratch heads in the movie. Yeah, it's a weird one. I'll be the first to say that I do not know every fellow graduate here as I wish I could. And those I do know don't know just how much I appreciate them, truly. However, I know something specific about each graduate sitting before me. The piece of knowledge that the veteran I just mentioned was this: if it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. As sure as I am standing here, each and every one of you found the inspiration and determination to make it to where you are sitting right now. You recognized a need and desire to better your lives and situations through the great gift of education. Those aforementioned study materials are hopefully not blood, probably not sweat, but definitely a lot of tears. School has a way of doing that, doesn't it? I'm sure everybody here. To make that accomplishment so, you made it happen. I pray that y'all remember that message as some of us go off to search for jobs, some of us continue working, and we all continue on the long journey of life. Never lose the initiative to push yourself further to get where you want to go. No one else will do it for you. When you face your next challenge, remind yourself, if it is to be, it is up to me. This moment we are regaling in now, however, was also fostered by incredible and dedicated teachers and staff. We give them thanks as they work tirelessly to help us get to this stage. Without their guidance, passion, knowledge, and commitment, our successes would have been nigh impossible. It is also essential to thank family and friends. We thank each and every one of you for sitting behind you, one of us for sitting here behind us for your constant, unyielding support. I'll go off script for a moment. Mr. Van Horn told me that he took the effort to stream this live. My father is in the hospital. He's on day 35. He's watching on YouTube because they knew what was going on. So I thank you for that. I know he's here supporting me as much as he is in this room as everybody else. I thank y'all for that. I'll borrow a page from Mr. Van Horn's book. I swear I didn't copy his notes or cheat off his test. Graduates, if y'all could take a moment to look over your shoulders. Over your shoulders, either way, just look back or to the left or right. You are looking at people who will be there for you always and always. You will always be in their hearts and vice versa. Cherish that connection every single day. Now, in parting, I remind you to look forward and go the distance because there's no telling how far you'll go. Class of 2024, congrats.
I would also like to present Garrett with a award.
Thank you. That's so pretty. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congrats. And although she could not be here this evening, I do want to acknowledge Erin Gillum. She is Southeastern salutatorian for the class of 2024. And along with our valedictorian and salutatorian, I would also like to take a moment to recognize our graduates' educational achievement by asking them to stand when their honors have been announced. We'd like to begin by honoring our active duty and veteran military members who are wearing a red, white, and blue cord. Those veterans could stand. You may be seated. Candidates who earned honors of a 3.5 to a 3.74 GPA on a 4.0 scale are wearing silver cords this evening. If you could please rise as we applaud you for your success. You may be seated. Candidates who achieved high honors of a 375 to a 399 on a 4.0 scale are wearing gold cords this evening. If you can please rise, we can celebrate you. You may be seated. And lastly, candidates who received a perfect 4.0 GPA are wearing blue and white cords. If you could please rise as we applaud your success. You may be seated. And for the candidates who are wearing a single red cord, these individuals completed the Leadership Distinction Program, and we would like to applaud you for your success as well. If you could please stand. You may be seated. Candidates wearing a single purple cord represented their class as a student ambassador. If you could please rise, ambassadors. All right. And candidates wearing a red and black cord represent our college's Alpha Beta Kappa Honor Society. Please rise as we applaud you for your success. Thank you all. You may be seated. Alpha Beta Kappa Honor Society candidates displayed a superior level of academic achievement, so congratulations to you all. Finally, I would like to introduce Miss Ashley Marks as she will be announcing our graduates of the evening.
All right. Will the Associates in Applied Science and Diagnostic Medical Sonography program please stand? Garrett Beinbrink. Rachel Durbin. Kirsten Ross. Tanya Dean. Jenna Weinbarger. Hannah Carlton. Julie Bryan. Kayla Harper. Meg Kennedy. Cadence Housen. Sarah Lanier. Samantha Harridge. Brandy Bangura Bowles. Rebecca Dawson. Nicole Beers Gazinski. Brittany LeMay. Ashley Williams. Will the Associates in Applied Science and Occupational Therapy Assistant Program please stand? Mackenzie Noel Wilson. Will the Associates in the Applied Science and Radiologic Technology Program please stand? Ariel Moultrie. Anne Klein. Colleen Shannon Boychuk. Amanda Marie Solkowski. Michael Katka. Spencer Plachinsky. Penelope Lee. Brooke Moreland. Madison Joe Barnett. Sally Anna Martin. Jennifer Miller. Rebecca Huang. Simon Joseph Diaz. Samantha Forrest. Algia Covert. Kim Phoenix. Hannah Thomas. Jessica Fitzwater. Alexis Shreve. Will the Associates in Applied Science in Surgical Technology program please stand? Christine Edmonds. Rena Snyder. Okay. Alette Ismail. Terry West Fox. Will the Electronic Medical Billing and Coding Specialist program please stand? Diana Ibarra. Evelyn Wilson. Morgan Didello. Will the Medical Assisting Program please stand? Kimora Giles. Shania Bailey. Jamaisha Majay Green DeVille. Carmen Lajada Snipes. Cheyenne Rivers. Michelle Padilla. Lizette Aguilera. Samantha Hernandez. Tamisha Davidson. Christina Mahones. Samante Walker. Kaylee Brownlee. Kaisha Armour Long. Clay Myers. Deasia Anari Robinson. Mikkel Jasmine Brown. Sierra Goodwin. Ariana Doctor. Ronacia Lockwood. Laquanda Danya Coxum. Courtney Harrison. Natarvia Mia Way. Deasia D'Angela Middleton. Aaliyah Onacia Conyers. Talia Aiken. Blake Lamford. Jakara Hardwick. Cadence Anderson. Will the Medical Billing and Coding Specialist program please stand? Lewis. Will the professional clinical massage therapy program please stand? Georgina Evans. Kristen Corestio. Hank Munn. Jose Montalvo III. Thank you. Teresa Hahn. That's perfect. Zacchaeus Pinkney. Vincent Hamilton. Kawana Shatea Reed. Jade O'Connor. Elizabeth Engelhart. April Smith. Sierra McKelvin, CY. Thank you. Sarah White. Cameron Francis Brown. Nia Davis. Shakayla Rutledge. LJ Jameson. Deanna Matney. Stephanie Lynn Bowen. Neil Saki. Mr. Van Horn, may I present to you the candidates for the awarding degrees, diplomas, and certificates.
You guys ready? Simon's not ready. Are you guys ready? They're not ready either. I guess we'll stay here for another hour and a half. Cancel the reservations, book it. Y'all ready to watch them graduate? You guys ready? Okay. Will the candidates please rise? Are you guys sure you want to do it? Because we can turn it back. By the power vested in me by the Board of Advisors of Southeastern College, North Charleston campus, and the South Carolina Department of Education, I hereby award to you your degrees with all rights, privileges, and honors hereunto pertaining. You now move your tassel from right to left. You can throw it. All right, you guys ready to find out what the rose means? You guys ready to find out what the rose means? All right, so I would like to invite our Student Services Director, Mrs. Peterson, to explain the rose ceremony.
Y'all can sit down. Y'all don't have to stand. All right, so one of the rules that Mr. Van Horn had was not to mess up the roses, right? So now we find out why. So before we conclude the ceremony tonight, we do have a very important group to recognize. As the graduates crossed the stage earlier tonight, in addition to their degree, they also received a rose. We know that success is due in large part to your dedication and commitment throughout your respective programs, but it's also due in part to the support and encouragement you've received from family and friends. Many of those great supporters are here tonight. After our recessional, we invite each graduate to present their rose to someone who has made a difference in their life and has helped them the most during their time at Southeastern College. And on behalf of our faculty and staff, we thank you all for contributing to the success we are celebrating today.
At this time, I would like to also acknowledge a group of people committed to getting our students to this day. Would our faculty and staff please rise and be recognized? Oh, I feel like it's... All right, so I would like to thank everyone for coming this evening. Congratulations to all of our graduates. You should be very proud of your accomplishments. Thank you again, Representative Smith, for being here this evening and helping us celebrate our graduates. Graduates, please exit following faculty and staff on the stage. Guests, we would ask that you please clear the aisles and remain seated while the students and staff progress out. With that being said, that concludes our ceremony for this evening.